Okay, Aries, these are your general messages for the month of December. Alright, Aries, so what I'm getting right now is that you're at some sort of crossroads and I feel like it's very stagnated right now. I do feel like there is two different paths that you need to take, but one requires the loss of something here. So I do feel like, Aries, you are going through a transit that is, I guess, pushing you towards where you're supposed to be. And I do feel like I think it's preparing you for something to do with February and March next year. So some changes that need to be had or changes required. And I feel like right now you're going through some sort of growing pains and resistance. So whatever you're going through right now, your message or your general message is to let go. I do feel like right now you do have some time though. You have retrograde revision and review. So the past will be coming up to sort of test you in a way. But I do feel like you're stuck in the past somehow, or you're sort of submitting yourself to something that's more comfortable. I do feel like you are very discomforted in, I guess, the alternate routes that you need to take. So I'll see if there's any other messages for Aries. So how's this likely going to play out for Aries in the month of December 2022? What is Aries resisting? Alright, so I do feel like you are resisting the Three of Swords here. So some sort of heartbreak or breakup. So you could be resisting a change when it comes to home affairs or your general sort of comfort with your current partner or your family life here. I do feel like you're staying in a toxic cycle, or at least feeling more comfortable that way. So what is Aries being pushed to do, or what direction is the universe pushing them towards? Alright, so basically a 10 of Cups here. So I do feel like whatever you're resisting and holding on to is nowhere near, I guess, the happiness that you're about to feel, or at least obtain once you sort of take a certain leap of faith and get rid of the past for good. So what exactly is Aries actually scared of here? So I do feel like it is very, your fear is very self-fulfilling, and I do feel like the door's always been open in this situation, but you're feeling more comfortable to sort of stay imprisoned, or at least feeling like you are. I do feel like there's also limitless opportunities and possibilities for you to do something different, or at least spread your wings and not be afraid of change and what's to come. I do feel like this change is likely something that you've been wanting for a very long time, but your ego is sort of fighting with you, or at least with your spirit. I do feel like your spirit is ready and on the 4D, already just about to manifest this change, but the ego is definitely fighting, or at least causing conflict. And yeah, I do feel like this phase will at least help you sort of let go and dissolve your ego, so that it sort of naturally happens in a way for you that you don't feel like you are having to make a drastic change where it sort of shocks your system. So anything else for Aries? So yeah, right now, whatever you're going through, it's definitely some sort of awakening or a pause in perspective. But I guess Spirit is sort of preparing you to, for changes and, inevitable changes that will have to happen, whether you, I guess, are willing or choose them or not. I do feel like they will happen no matter what. I feel like the universe will naturally sort of end things in your life that don't serve purposes. And usually when that happens, you can't really control that, and it happens no matter what. In the way that the universe, I guess, shifts it to happen. So I just feel like you're better to be prepared and at least, open to change and not fighting against the current. Because the more you do that, I feel like the worse it will sort of be in the end to adjust. Sorry, any more messages for Aries for December 2022? So actually, what is waiting for Aries once they make this decision? Funny, I just get basically the Two of Swords in reverse. So just basically telling me that you're unwilling to make a decision, or you're at least sort of regressing back to that process where, before, like, I feel like you've sort of crept up a little bit towards making a decision, but then fell backwards and you're back at square one. So what is Aries? What's waiting for Aries once they sort of say goodbye to the past? So yeah, I do feel like Three of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're sort of telling yourself, or at least staying connected to right now, I just feel like it will be nothing compared to what you are about to achieve. So I just feel like you will attract more sort of genuine collaborations. And if you are staying in the past for sort of security reasons, or feeling like going out alone is a little bit, scary, or at least the new, or at least, the healed you and the new sort of life that you've been trying to manifest, I feel like you talk yourself out of it a lot and sort of get very resistant, and you do sort of get stuck in that, in bouts of depression and anxiety. And I do feel like a lot of negative self-talk and dialogue sort of comes up because you are so used to sort of that old way of life and the way that you have been living for a very long time, that, when things start to get too real about, changes actually happening. And I do feel like a lot of changes have sort of shifted slowly, and I do feel like every time something does sort of manifest itself, or at least come closer to you, that's when you sort of back away and get a bit fearful. So just know and trust that what is coming ahead is nothing compared, whatever you've been going through, or at least settling for, is absolutely nothing compared to what is about to come for you. So just take this leap. Get out of your comfort zone, Aries. You're in your own way. So, okay, what specific things will Aries need to say goodbye to, please, Spirit? I don't know. It's a bit funny. Just basically got give this a chance, growing pains, and it's basically what I've been talking about. So please clarify that energy. What does Aries need to say goodbye to, or at least let go of? So I don't know if it's your current work ethic or something as well, like, but yet to meet. So I just feel like if you are currently in a working for yourself, or at least no matter, I guess, however you are manifesting your income or earning your living, I just feel like you have a lot of potential to grow and yet to meet. I just feel like there is definitely an opportunity coming up ahead that, I wish you guys would wish you had sort of made sooner, because whatever you're holding on to, I just feel like it's definitely below what you're sort of worth. So I just feel like whoever you're associating with and, partnerships and collaborations that you're sort of settling with right now out of comfort are going to be nothing compared to the connections and collaborations you're about to meet once you let go of the past. So, a few more. What else does Aries need to let go of? Oops. Alright, okay. So definitely another sort of scenario here is a Two of Cups in reverse. So definitely a partnership, likely on a romantic sort of level here. So quite possibly an ex or a toxic sort of partner that you are sort of playing it safe with, or at least going back into toxic cycles with continuously. And I just feel like it's, this connection is not really giving you what you need to be able to grow. And I think this. I do feel like that, this connection probably was over a long time ago, and you're just sort of resorting back to it out of, I guess, self-consciousness, or at least low self-worth, or at least not feeling like you deserve better. But I do feel like a heaviness of comfort here. So it may be hard to sort of let go of whoever this person is for you, Aries, but I just feel like there is better people coming in. And I do feel like there is a peaceful resolution if you do have children, Aries, or at least it's, not exactly easy to say goodbye completely or cut this person out of your life. I do feel like there will be a peaceful resolution. You just need to sort of take the small steps and let go a little bit. So making small changes and making a commitment to yourself and for your future. So it doesn't have to be massive leaps into the unknown, but like small little steps and tiny little changes. So, as they say, like a tiny butterfly wing can affect the whole sort of chain of events, of time. A little flutter of a butterfly wing can just do worlds of change and, change the entire future just from one little movement. So get ready, Aries. Get out of the cocoon, or at least prepare to burst free from this cocoon and ready to transform into that butterfly. Because your dreams are about to manifest, and you need to stop being afraid of them and, know that you are 100% worthy of these things, and stop talking yourself out of it, out of old sort of negative thought patterns. You've come too far, Aries. All right, thank you, Aries.